Hey, I'm back. I have a special video. I can do up to 100 million damage with my Wisp. Wanna know how? Well, take a look at this little example that I have here. See that? So, in order to get this build going, what you wanna have to do is to outfit your Wisp with Eclipse to replace your fourth ability, because that is going to help you with the damage that you'll be doing. Frenzy 42, Growing Power, Brower Drift, Blind Rage, Umbral Intensify, and Ogre Secrets are gonna be the mods that you will be needing in order to do the damage dealt to the enemies. Because then all of these will complement each other with the damage. Going up to over 337% and over 505% damage increase on Eclipse. And for Growing Power, it'll give you even more, right? So you're basically good to go. Now, the trick is to use your explosive weapon first, and then use your fourth, and then keep shooting them with Breach Surge. That's the idea here. And Rage is to upkeep my energy as much as possible because I'm using Flow as well. So each time an enemy damages me, I can use Reservoir, resurrect myself, or keep myself alive for as long as possible. This one, granted, it works quite well on any Warframe you can find, and it can help you not getting knocked down at all. That way you don't have to worry about those damn bombards one-shotting you when you're on the ground. Keep in mind, each time you jump with her, you can go invisible by simply just jumping. And that's it. Now for the weapon, you can use whatever explosive weapon you want. Maybe a Brahma, maybe an Ogress, or anything along the lines of an explosive weapon, like a Proboscis or anything. But mainly, Xar is my favorite weapon because it's literally a cannon, and this is the ribbon I have on it. Now, the important ones that you're going to need for whatever explosive weapon you're going to use is Galvanized Chamber, or just anything that has multi-shot, and Merciless. This is going to be your bread and butter for your primary weapon. Now do keep in mind, you don't need to use a primary weapon to do this only. You can do it for the secondary or melee, which might I suggest. The melee, you can just use whatever like melee you want to have, but you want to make sure you have an Exodia Contagion. That's going to help you out a lot. And you have a lot of statuses. I have 2 of them. I use this for profit taking. Taker. And you can use whatever explosive weapon you want to have in this thing. Overall, that's the build part of the entire video. That's essentially the entire video. Hope you enjoyed this little format that I have. Sitting down on my chair, also explaining about, informative things that you could use for future engagements in Warframe. I'm thinking about doing some more of these, like just, little informative videos every now and then if I find something awesome. But I do have to disclaim something. I don't want to take the original idea of this entire video. Someone else that I have been watching for quite some time, and I find him a very informative person, or, YouTuber, known as Nightmare Frame. I mentioned him in my previous Warframe video, which is just Steel Path, Warframes that I take a lot. Shout out to him. There's a lot of information, that you could, find out from him, but I'm also trying to provide my own information over what you should be, or maybe that could work. So you don't always have to follow what that person has to offer. I took his advice, per se, or his build, and turned my own into whatever can work. So again, the focus of this build is primaries. Now with the primaries, I'm using Xar, right? I use it a lot because I don't always bullet jump, hold my right click, and then melee. Also, you can see here, I'm out damaging our Korra. Usually a lot of SP or Steel Path games you'd find the Korra is going to be out damaging the entirety of the team. And I'm doing even more damage than a red crit Korra is doing. But to be honest though, that's basically the entire video of, or at least the point of this entire video. I didn't really have any other demonstration because I was actually so excited to share this with so many people. Because I was like, hey, why not? This sounds like a really cool idea, or at least a strategy that works really well. But, you know, it's, hopefully it works well for whatever might happen in the future, or if you guys want to take this your own usage in the future later on. Or if you don't know what kind of alternative warfare you want to use and Steel Path, so that way you can still do some nice amount of damage. Wisp could work for you. Your playstyle's a little weird. That's what you're seeing right now. There's no really specific playstyle, in my opinion, for Wisp, because you can do whatever you want as Wisp. You're basically just utilizing your reservoirs for your, other people, and the rest is just up to you whether you want to stick with your teammates if they can do more damage whilst you are using your Breach Surge, or you can use a different way to handle things, quote unquote. Just flying around, jumping around up in the air, holding down your right click, just do some strafing. But that's pretty much it. This part might be trimmed down a lot, but I think I will be including the last mission results of what happened. There's something really funny that happened in the end. So I'm just gonna see if I can cut it down to that point. But overall though, yeah, this is the demonstration of what it would work in a real game if you're playing solo, of course. You won't die. You have reservoirs. You won't lose a lot of energy. You have rage. Each time an enemy damages you, you can save yourself from it. And you can also use electrifying motes if you're really having issues with surviving. And throughout, all you gotta do is just to wish yourself some luck and hope for the best that you'll actually make it out. Disclaimer though. Wait, no, there's a lot of disclaimers. This is one of them. No, there's 2, 3 disclaimers? I don't know. But essentially, if you are going up against a Acolyte, don't fight him alone, or her alone. You never know what kind of Acolyte it is. If it's violence, you may want to run away a little bit, wait for like a large group of enemies come by, activate your third ability on violence, wait until the other enemies show up, you click on it again, so that way it'll trigger again, activate fourth ability, and then kill violence immediately. Because killing them solo, it won't work with just Eclipse. You want to use every single method you can find in the book, including from this video, to your advantage. One more thing. If this video somehow blows up and everybody starts using this method, be careful. Because DE will then immediately nerf this kind of thing. Or maybe they won't, who knows. All I know is that it does take up a lot of Forma, so do be careful. A lot of Forma is going to be needed to get this build effective. Or at least turn this into a very effective build. Also, this is essentially a day before, or half a day before New War comes out, so once this video is uploaded, you guys might have already enjoyed New War. And you can see I'm just typing out something. I'm not going to be leaving this entire footage uncut, so what you have seen later on, or at least sometime in the previous part of this, video, it's just my desktop, and I think you guys got rickrolled. If you guys don't know who Rick Ashley is, just look for Rickroll videos and you'll know. But yeah, this is the entire commentary section. Oh, here we go. Look at that. That is a good example right there. See that? 100 million damage by doing absolutely nothing with just shooting once, and that's it. This is such a fun session too. We got to 22, 24, 26 steel essence, something like that. Pretty neat. Good way to start farming some steel essence, maybe with other people or solo. The reverse doesn't make any difference on who you farm it with, but with what you're farming with, that makes a whole lot of difference. Whether that gameplay is going to be fun or just feels like it's time consuming because all you're doing is just a few certain things and you'll feel like you're not achieving anything. Don't, it's fine. You can just watch a Netflix movie maybe, or a show in the background. I did not do any of that. I just kept playing the game. My mind was somewhere else in the entire thing. Probably because I was, I don't know, doing something, trying to do something, making this video. Right? I was getting some footage whilst at the same time thinking about what I should be doing for this next part, which is what I'm talking to you about right now. So, do tell me in the comments if you like it or not, by the way. Kind of a little far into the entire video. But really hope you enjoyed and found my tips a little useful for your, you know, future gameplays. I've said this twice or 3 times. I can't keep count. Yeah, that's I'm gonna leave the video hanging here until nearing the end. I'll see you in a bit. Enjoy.
This bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Tenno, do not damage it further. Use the synthesis device.
Okay, so we're nearing the end here. Look at that. Those are the final percentage results of how much or who did the most damage. Now, this core build is mainly one of those builds that can give you, like, a lot of damage each enemy you whip. So more than 2 or 3, you can get 25% to a point where you can get up to 150% damage increase. If you can if you can find a good balance between damage and range at the same time with this kind of build, you would be unstoppable. Also, look at the amount of healing I have. I was kind of shocked that I got up to 1,000,000 healing. It's a little crazy. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you found it informational. And I'll see you guys later.